Leader Mitch McConnell urging the president to keep commerce flowing.
Closing down the border would have potentially catastrophic economic impact on our country.
History made in Chicago. Supporters cheer Lori Lightfoot, who will become the city's first black woman and openly gay mayor.
Our duty as a city, as leaders, as neighbors, as people, is to stand with these mothers and children and put an end to this gun violence once and for all.
Lightfoot beat Tony Preckwinkle, winning almost 75% of the vote. There's new information on last month's deadly Boeing MAX crash in Ethiopia. Reports say the pilots did follow emergency procedures to regain control of the plane, turning off the system designed to prevent the 737 from stalling. But it somehow started again and stopped them from regaining altitude. 157 people were killed. Getting through airport security could be less of a hassle soon. Live to CBS's Vicki Barker.
Starting this summer, the TSA will begin installing the new 3D security scanners at airports nationwide. Now, that means you may be able to keep your liquids, laptops, and other electronics in your bag as you pass through security. USA Today says the machines are already in place in 14 locations. Unlike standard X-ray scanners, the 3D technology allows a TSA officer to rotate the image digitally to examine an item without removing it. Deborah?
S&P futures are up 14. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Guardians of the Grass, run with us on a John Deere X300 Select Series lawn tractor built for versatility. Because when you take pride in your lawn, you do it all. You mulch, bag, haul, grow, mow, and a whole lot more. And that's why the X300 Series takes care of everything with attachments for all your spring and summer projects. Because you're not just doing yard work, you're creating common ground for the whole neighborhood to enjoy. Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us. Search John Deere X300 for more.
Let's think about customization presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto insurance so you only pay for what you need. So why can't more things in life be customizable? Why can't I buy Neapolitan ice cream without strawberry? Can't I just have the chocolate and vanilla flavors I'm comfortable with? Do people even want a fruity ice cream flavor sandwiched right between the classics?
Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer.
A flood of goodwill in the Midwest. Here's CBS's Bud Mishkin.
Addie Tritt of Hays, Kansas, was shopping.
I went into Payless, and it was a rainy, cruddy day. Went into Payless not with the intention of buying everything they had left.
She ended up buying all the shoes in the closing store and donating them to flood victims in Nebraska.
It's like your heart is dancing when you know that you're helping people. I can't even describe it. It's literally the best feeling in the entire world.
The price Tritt negotiated with Payless for 204 pairs of shoes, $100.
Full House actress Lori Loughlin caused a stir when she arrived in Boston ahead of today's court hearing in the college cheating scandal. People say she flew into Logan Airport on a private jet and later signed autographs and posed for pictures with fans on the street. Loughlin and her husband are charged with paying $500,000 in bribes to get their two daughters into USC. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The tradition, the suspense, the race. Here's your chance to experience the Kentucky Derby firsthand. Rocket Mortgage is giving away 20 VIP trips to Churchill Downs to witness the Kentucky Derby. And one lucky winner will receive $250,000 toward a new home or pay off their mortgage. Enter today at homestretchsweepstakes.com.
No purchase necessary. 21 years or older. Ends on April 7, 2019. HomestretchSweepstakes.com. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Guess what? Right now is the perfect time to tackle those home projects you've been putting off. So come summertime, you can just sit back and relax. Home Advisor can help get you started. Home Advisor matches you to the right pro for the job in seconds. You can read reviews and even book appointments online. Home Advisor can help with any home project, big or small, painting, plumbing, even remodeling. Find a great pro now before the busy season hits. Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app.
Home Advisor.
Nursing is one of the most rewarding careers because nurses save lives every day. TJ Regional Health is looking for nurses who like to make a difference each and every day. Come and be a part of the future at TJ Regional Health by joining our amazing nursing staff today. We offer sign-on bonuses, student debt relief, flexible schedules, and a great retirement plan. For more information, call the Human Resources Department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital or go online tjsampson.org.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I do to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. It is 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. We wake up with 35 degrees, a wee bit on the chilly side out there this morning. We'll check in with Ray Stajic in a moment, but first things first, let's get our Wednesday, April the 3rd started off right. Sending some greetings out to special folks who are having birthdays today. First of all, we know that Roy Sponhouse has a birthday. Brenda Foster, Katie Morrison. We have Randy Williams, Sarah Hampton. We'll be sounding the 30 gong at the bottom of the hour, the big 3-0 for Tyler Morris coming up today here. And we've got Sheila Houchins having a birthday today, too. Anniversary number 54 for Dean and Marilyn Barrick. Congratulations. This WCLU birthday update brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. Having spring break fun today. When you come to Ralphie's, add a large one-topping pizza and a pitcher of soft drink for $10. That is fun. Ralphie's Fun Center today. Now let's see what's going on in the world of weather. Ray Stajic is up and running and feeling pretty good about things here this morning, Ray.
High pressure is going to gradually slide away, but while we're still underneath it, it's a pretty decent weather. That means today, tonight, and through at least the first part of tomorrow, then impacts coming from low pressure approaching. Low pressure usually means bad things, and in this case, it'll mean some rain coming in. The good news, though, for most of us is that most of the rain comes during the nighttime hours tomorrow night. So if you're a graveyard shift worker, you work overnights, or you get up early in the morning like I do, you're going to have some rain around. Most of that rain should end by midday Friday. So it looked good this morning, a few clouds, but on the chilly side, some with a few clouds this afternoon, 69. Then some clouds in early tonight, clearing overnight, 46. So notice temperatures are coming up even at night. Tomorrow in the upper 60s again. But showers should start approaching in the afternoon, and then rain is likely tomorrow night, quarter-inch of rain or more, tapering off to showers, which should end by midday Friday. Friday's highs low 70s, cloudy Saturday, and maybe some thunderstorms on Sunday. Mild over the upcoming weekend, highs in the mid to upper 70s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. It's 35 degrees, 84% humidity. Southeast winds at 3 miles an hour. Pressure's at 30.22. Glad to have you along on the morning show. And Brennan Crane is in here to bring you our first check of local news next.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. A death investigation is underway after a body was found inside a Relton home early Tuesday morning. At approximately 1:50 on Tuesday morning, the Barron County Sheriff's Office was called to a structure fire at 960 Boatman Road in the Relton community after a body was found in the residence. Firefighters responded to the scene at approximately 12:15 yesterday morning and found the residents to be fully involved upon arrival. The body was transported to the state medical examiner's office in Louisville for an autopsy. The identification of the body is unknown at this time and is pending the autopsy results. No foul play is suspected. The South Barron Fire Department first responded to the fire and was assisted on scene by the Haywood Fire Department, Park City Fire Department, and Barron County Metcalf EMS. The investigation into the fire is still ongoing and is being led by detectives with the Barron County Sheriff's Office and the State Fire Marshal. They were assisted on scene by the Barron County Coroner's Office. A man has been arrested following a suspicion at the Days Inn parking lot in Cave City. Cave City Police Officer Paul Reynolds arrested 48-year-old Lawrence Pickett of Greensburg on Monday afternoon. Officer Reynolds noticed a suspicious vehicle in the Days Inn parking lot. After running the license plate, it was discovered that the license plate came back to a different vehicle. Officer Reynolds made contact with Pickett to question him about the license plate. After brief investigation and consent to search the vehicle was given, Pickett was arrested. Pickett was charged with possession of a controlled substance, first offense methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Pickett was lodged in the Barron County Jail. Officer Reynolds was assisted on scene by Detective Chris Edwards. Following a grand jury indictment, Logan County Circuit Court issued a criminal summons which was served Tuesday afternoon by KSP troopers to Sierra Bennett, 25, of Lewisburg. The indictment stemmed from an investigation involving a complaint of her falsely claiming to have received a diagnosis of terminal cancer in order to receive monetary gain. Bennett awaits a court appearance for the following charge: theft by deception under $10,000. The case is being led by Trooper Jason Atkinson, Unit 304. His investigation is ongoing. No further information is available for release at this time. The special Barron County EMS Taxing Board will not meet today. The next scheduled meeting will be Wednesday, May 1st, 2019, according to Executive Director of the Barron Metcalf EMS Service, Charlie O'Neill. And the Kentucky State Police driver testing site will be closed this Friday at all locations. That includes written and road testing. And the Glasgow Police Department needs your help in locating Ana Perez Godinez. She is a 17-year-old Hispanic female. Godinez is 5 foot tall and 110 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She was wearing blue jeans and a black leather jacket and black tennis shoes when she was last seen on March 26th. She was in the Cameron Court area of Glasgow. Godinez may be in the company of Alvin Emanuel, who is operating a 4-door dark blue vehicle. The make and model is unknown. If you have any information, please call the Glasgow Police Department at 270-651-6165 or 270-651-5151. And for our viewers on Facebook Live and on EPB Channel 6, you can see Godinez on the screen. It's currently 6:14, 35 degrees at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
Do you suffer from high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or any other ailment that requires you to take multiple medications multiple times a day? If so, you should be getting your prescriptions filled at Glasgow Prescription Center, because Glasgow Prescription Center can package your medicine in a small 2-inch plastic bag based on what time of day you should take each of your medications. One package for mornings, one package for evenings, and any other time of day and dosage you're prescribed. Glasgow Prescription Center is leading the way with this new service, and it doesn't cost any extra to have your medicine packaged in a way that helps keep you on schedule, and it makes it easy to take your medicine when you travel. It's just another reason why there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center. Southgate Plaza in Glasgow, 270-651-8889.
In more news this hour, a Kentucky judge has ruled against a student who sued after he wasn't allowed to play basketball because he wasn't vaccinated for chickenpox. In the lawsuit against the Northern Kentucky Health Department, 18-year-old Jerome Kunkel claimed the vaccine is against his religious beliefs. WXIX-TV in Cincinnati reports Boone County Circuit Judge James R. Schrend on Tuesday denied Kunkel's request to return to school activities. A health department statement said it must protect the whole community, particularly those most susceptible. Kunkel's lawyer contended he faced discrimination because of his religious beliefs. Attorney Chris Weiss said Tuesday that Kunkel is disappointed in the ruling and will review his options. An outbreak of 32 chickenpox cases at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart and Assumption Academy prompted the ban. Kunkel has been out of school since March 15th. Clarence Glover of Louisville established the Clarence Glover Equity and Inclusion Scholarship to help underrepresented students at Caverna High School take WKU dual credit classes. Dual credit courses allow high school students to receive credit from both their high school and WKU upon completion of a course. Originally from Horse Cave, Glover graduated from Caverna High School and has remained engaged with the school and its students. He stated that the idea for this scholarship materialized from a meeting with administrators from the Caverna Independent School District. Glover said he asked questions about Caverna students, including, quote, where they were going to school and why they weren't selecting WKU. He was informed that of the students attending college from Caverna, many go to schools smaller than WKU. Glover said he wants the scholarship to let the students of Caverna High School know there is someone out there who cares about their well-being and their education. Seniors at Caverna High School are also given first preference to receive the Clarence Glover Scholarship, a scholarship established by friends in the Caverna community in 1971. The Clarence Glover Equity and Inclusion Scholarship were among more than 40 other newly established scholarships announced at Scholarship Celebration 2019, an annual event where endowed scholarship donors have the opportunity to meet students who benefit from their support. The event was held March 28th. For more information, contact Jessica Carver at 270-745-2342. It's 6:19, 35 degrees at WCLU. I'm Brennan Crane.
A sure sign of spring is when Lessenberry Do-It Center gets fully stocked with springtime savings. And they are stocked and ready to meet your needs today. You can win the battle against insects with this special limited-time deal from Lessenberry's. Get a 1.1-gallon bottle of Ortho Home Defense Insect Killer, complete with a wand, for $14.99. And combine that with Home Defense Insect Killer for lawns for only $5. The 1-2 punch of savings from Ortho. A 1 cubic foot bag of Miracle Grow potting mix is just $7.97 now. A bargain on the Weed and Feed lawn fertilizer with Weed Killer. A bag to cover 5,000 square feet is $10.99, or the bigger size to cover 15,000 square feet is $24.99. And the special of the month has thousands of uses. DAP brand caulk. Get 2 tubes of Alex Plus or Alex Flex caulk for $3 this month at Lessenberry Do-It Center. Many more savings just in time to help you at Lessenberry's, 1010 West Main, Glasgow.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. President Trump tweeted Monday night that he will grapple with replacing Obamacare after the 2020 election. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that's because he told the president the Senate will not be dealing with comprehensive health care while Democrats control the House.
He would be developing a plan that he would take to the American people during the 2020 campaign and suggest that that would be what he would be advocating in a second term if there were a Republican Congress.
The Kentucky Republican said the president accepted that. A Kentucky judge has ruled against a student who sued after he wasn't allowed to play basketball because he wasn't vaccinated for chickenpox. In the lawsuit against the Northern Kentucky Health Department, 18-year-old Jerome Kunkel claimed the vaccine is against his religious beliefs. A Boone County Circuit judge on Tuesday denied Kunkel's request to return to school activities. A new 10-year study shows Kentucky lags behind other states when it comes to keeping kids in foster care connected to their families.
According to a new data snapshot by the Annie E. Casey Foundation, in 2017, Kentucky had 81% of children in foster care placed in a family setting, such as relative foster care. That's only a 1 percentage point improvement from 2007. Terry Brooks is director of Kentucky Youth Advocates.
We think you should begin with a hypothesis that family placement is the starting point. We should do everything we can to connect a kid with a relative.
Kentucky now has the 7th lowest rate among U.S. states in utilizing family-based foster care. This leaves higher percentages of children in group homes and institutions. I'm Suzanne Duval.
And some Louisville Zoo employees are serving as surrogate parents for a pair of baby penguins. The zoo in Kentucky's largest city said Monday that 4 little penguins hatched in January. I'm Jaleesa Chatzman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
April is finally here, and it's my favorite time of year because it's Distracted Driving Awareness Month. And it's incredibly important to my life and my story because at 22, I had to have a partial hip replacement due to someone thinking that their phone was a little bit more important than the person's life in front of them. At 22, I was a big runner. That was the quickest way I could relieve stress. I can't run anymore. I also had big plans to start a family. I can't carry children because my hips cannot bear the weight. At 22, my parents, alongside my physical therapist, had to reteach me how to walk. So this month and every month, I just urge you to put your phone down and just drive.
If you're itching to shake off the winter blues, jump headfirst into spring at Kentucky's diverse state parks. Enjoy full-service resort lodges, cozy cottages, and scenic campsites for your whole crew, or just for 2, plus top-rated golf courses and breathtaking lakes, perfect for exhilarating adventures or peaceful escapes. Put a little spring back in your step in the Bluegrass State. Plan your Kentucky State Parks getaway today at parks.ky.gov.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
This is WCLU Local News. It is 35 degrees, 24 minutes after 6 o'clock. In area funeral announcements this hour, Willie Paul Kilman, age 73 of Summershade, died Tuesday. At this hour, arrangements for Willie Paul Kilman are incomplete, but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. Mrs. Betty Jean Lyons, age 79 of Edmonton, died Monday at her residence. She is survived by her children, Velma England of Edmonton, Amanda Morgan of Cave City, Zebby Perkins of Flint, Michigan, Greg Perkins of Columbia, Gracie Burden of Glasgow, and stepdaughters Stella Hornback of New Haven, Amanda Lyons of Eastview, and siblings Charles Brown and Gladys Smith, both of Edmonton. 23 grandchildren, 27 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren also survive. The funeral service for Betty Jean Lyons will be Friday at 2 o'clock at Norris New Funeral Home, burial in the family cemetery in Edmonton. Visitation begins after 3 o'clock on Thursday at the Norris New Funeral Home. Sheila McDowell, age 58 of Cabot, Arkansas, formerly of Hart County, died Sunday at her home after a long battle with cancer. She was the loving wife of Ed McDowell for over 35 years and a devoted mother. Sheila was a member of the Marshall Road Southern Baptist Church in Jacksonville. In addition to her husband, Sheila is survived by 3 daughters, Lisa McCullough and Laura McDowell, and Letitia Harper, 1 son, Keith Huff, 2 sisters, Anita Freeman and Missy Strain, 3 brothers, Franklin Delano Meredith Jr., and Stephen Houck and Paul Meredith. Sheila is also survived by 12 grandchildren who affectionately call her Nana. Funeral services for Sheila McDowell will be at 1 o'clock on Thursday at the Brooks Funeral Home, interment to be in the Meredith Family Cemetery at Cub Run. Visitation begins at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Pamela Jean Britt, age 70, of Lucas, died Tuesday at her home. She is survived by her 3 children, Darla Maupin, Charles Britt, and Heather Anderson of Glasgow, 5 brothers, Dana, Daryl, Tony, Lonnie, and Randy McPherson, 4 sisters, Janelle Harris, Trula Smith, Lexa Sparks, and Tanya Hood. Grandchildren, Anthony and Taylor Jeffries, Kaylee, Andrew, and Christina Britt, Caitlin and Jonathan Britt. Step-grandchildren, Bo and Courtney Benham, and 8 great-grandchildren. Visitation for Pamela Jean Britt will be Thursday from 3 until 5 at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, followed by cremation. Expressions of sympathy may take the form of memorial contributions to the funeral home to assist the family with expenses. Ruby Jean Holbrook Turner, 82, of Tompkinsville, died Tuesday surrounded by her loving family members. Ruby grew up in Raceland, Kentucky, where she graduated from high school and married her high school sweetheart, William Faulkner. The two began their journey together in the U.S. Air Force. During Bill's 20-year tenure in the military, they served at several bases throughout the U.S. Ruby also attended Ashland Beauty College and practiced as a licensed beautician in the Raceland area while Bill served overseas. She was widowed in 1989 and married Jerry Turner in 1994. She was very creative, enjoying a variety of different hobbies, including various crafts, gourd painting, sewing, and quilting. She is survived by her devoted husband, Jerry Turner, 2 stepdaughters, Amy Rippeto of Maysville and April Dodd of Hendersonville, Tennessee, 7 grandchildren, Levi, Josie, and Alex Rippeto, and Carter, A.J., Logan, and Jonathan Dodd, 2 brothers, Ken Holbrook of Gomelia and Carlos Holbrook of Raceland, 2 sisters, Phyllis Caraway of Berea, and Brenda Fields of Wurtland, Kentucky, 2 sisters-in-law, Frida Holbrook of Bradenton and Ruth Voyers of Raceland. Funeral services for Ruby Jean Holbrook Turner will be held Friday at 1 o'clock at Strode Funeral Home. Visitation begins Thursday at 4 o'clock and continues until time for service on Friday. Donations may be made to the Bethlehem Cemetery in care of the Strode Funeral Home. Funeral services for Cleary Eagle Tooley, age 67, of Tompkinsville, will be held at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home at noon Thursday, with burial to be in the Mount Nebo Cemetery. Visitation will be held tonight from 5 until 8 and Thursday until time for service at Oakley Tribble Funeral Home. Services for Glenn A. Cross, age 66, of Austin, will be Thursday at 2 o'clock at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Heistville Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 11 a.m. Service for Mary Joyce Harper Allen, 63, of Cave City, will be Thursday at 1 o'clock at the Lick Branch Cumberland Presbyterian Church. Burial will follow in the Lick Branch Cemetery. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 today, and Thursday from 7 until 10 at the McMurtry Funeral Home, and from 11 until time for service at the church. A celebration of life service for Edward Leon Seaton, 75, of Horse Cave, will be held Thursday at 1 o'clock at the Horse Cave Church of Christ, with a private family entombment at a later date at the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be at the Wynn Funeral Home today from 1 until 8, and on Thursday from 10 until time for service at the church. Services for Mary Ruth McCarter Spivey, 71, of Gomelia, will be today at 2 o'clock at the Strodes Gomelia Chapel. Burial will follow in the Gomelia Cemetery. Services for Rocky Jones, 85, of Glasgow, will be held today at 1 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial with military honors provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow will be in the Caney Fork Cemetery. Service for Charles Douglas Doug Shoopman, 73, of Summershade, will be today at 1 o'clock at McMurtry Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Summershade Cemetery. Service for Anthony Tony George, 68, of Bowling Green, will be today at 1 o'clock at Hardy & Sons Bowling Green Chapel. Burial to be in the Hawks Cemetery. Funeral services for Joan Allen Hodges, age 66, of Tompkinsville, will be held at noon today at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Monroe County Memorial Lawn. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Celebrate your memories. No 2 funerals are exactly alike. Personalization is a valuable consideration, whether the ceremony is elaborate or simple. Funerals are often individualized to reflect the life and values of the deceased.
This is Follis Crow. It may reflect one's occupation, hobbies, or a lifetime of photo memories. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
The secret to your garden's success is waiting for you now at Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States has in stock healthy garden plants ready for you to get a good start on the growing season. Southern States covers your lawn care and farming needs year-round. They are ready with seed, fertilizer, chemicals for farm and home use. If you're ready to get started, Southern States is ready to get you going. That's Sampson Street in Glasgow. Southern States, farmer-owned since 1923.
High pressure is going to gradually slide away, but while we're still underneath it, it's a pretty decent weather. That means today, tonight, and through at least the first part of tomorrow, then impacts coming from low pressure approaching. Low pressure usually means bad things, and in this case, it'll mean some rain coming in. The good news, though, for most of us is that most of the rain comes during the nighttime hours tomorrow night. So if you're a graveyard shift worker, you work overnights, or you get up early in the morning like I do, you're going to have some rain around. Most of that rain should end by midday Friday. So it looked good this morning, a few clouds, but on the chilly side, some with a few clouds this afternoon, 69. Then some clouds in early tonight, clearing overnight, 46. So notice temperatures are coming up even at night. Tomorrow in the upper 60s again, but showers should start approaching in the afternoon. And then rain is likely tomorrow night, quarter-inch of rain or more. Tapering off the showers, which should end by midday Friday. Friday's highs low 70s. Cloudy Saturday and maybe some thunderstorms on Sunday. Mild over the upcoming weekend. Highs in the mid-to-upper 70s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. We're getting a chilly start today. Well, actually, let me back up on that. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. We have warmed up to 37. Started off at 36, dropped to 35, bounced back up to 37. I think that's encouraging that we get our traction this early in the morning. We maybe can see things improve today. 84% humidity. Southeast winds at 3 miles an hour, 30.22 is the pressure. This weather update brought to you by your friends at Southern States.
Congratulations. Are you excited about the new job?
Yes, but I don't know what to do with my 401k.
That's a big decision. As a Modern Woodman financial representative, I can explain your options and help you to make the best choice. I'm Anthony Mike. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
We're here with the Shrimp Trio. They're playing a gig at Colton's. Here's fried shrimp.
What's up?
This is grilled lemon pepper shrimp.
Hello, ma'am.
And grilled Del Rio shrimp.
Howdy, partner. How y'all doing?
Get the Shrimp Trio now at Colton's Steakhouse and Grill and enjoy Tangler's rice and a side. Oh, and in case you haven't heard, crab cakes are at Colton's too. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, serving you in Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake, and shrimp too.
The word at Ford's is free. Choose select Sealy Posturepedic, Tempur-Pedic, Biltmore, or Ford's Queen or King mattress sets and get a set of memory foam pillows, mattress protector, and down comforter of $500 value free with select mattress sets now at Ford's Furniture.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
All right, 6:35. We've got to talk about some birthdays right here, but before we do that, let's get over here and talk about Ralphie's Fun Center. You know, they've been having fun each and every day this week because of the fact that it's spring break. And Ralphie's, in true to their tradition, is making it fun. Today, when you buy a multi-activity wristband at Ralphie's, you can add the deal of a large one-topping pizza and a pitcher of soft drink for $10. How about that? That's today. At Ralphie's Fun Center, they make it fun for sure. Let's see, I promised a gong here when we got into the 6:30 break on the birthdays. It is the birthday today, the 30th birthday today for a fine gentleman, Mr. Tyler Morris. Happy 30th birthday to Tyler Morris today. We have Roy Sponhouse, Brenda Foster, Katie Morrison, Randy Williams. Sarah Hampton has a birthday today. It is Sheila Houchins for the birthday. Melody Morrison has a birthday today. Brennan's stepmother, Kelly Crane, has a birthday today. And we have the 54th wedding anniversary today for Dean and Marilyn Barrick. Congratulations. Is that everybody? I believe it is. And we also are patting on the back today while we're talking about special things. Today it's Randy Williams Day on the radio. Randy has a birthday today, and some folks arranged it where they could have him patted on the back so we can tell him he's good as gold today. And we want that to be a special day for Randy. Let him know so from his friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas. 6:37 at WCLU, waking up with 37 degrees. And I think we can go ahead and jump ship and go straight into the archives. That's right. We learn a whole lot about ourselves on the archives because there's a lot to know, really. A lot of history, a lot of things that, really just we didn't know about or we didn't connect the dots. So we're going to do some dot connected here this morning on the archives, brought to you by the good folks that help keep everything connected out at Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Service.
The word at Ford's is free. Choose select Sealy Posturepedic, Tempur-Pedic, Biltmore, or Ford's Queen or King mattress sets and get a set of memory foam pillows, mattress protector, and down comforter of $500 value free with select mattress sets now at Ford's Furniture.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers power assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Well, I get the pleasure of welcoming historian Sam Terry to the airwaves this morning. Hey, Sam, welcome.
Good morning, Henry. How are you today?
I'm excellent. Glad to be here with you today to talk about 100 years' worth of history and to talk about murder at the museum coming up on April the 13th. I hope folks black that date out on their calendar because you want to come down to the murder at the museum production. An interactive murder mystery. It's set in the 1940s at a wedding reception. Tickets are on sale right now. What an enjoyable way to spend Saturday the 13th at the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. So I just want to put that little plug in right there. And I got 100 years worth of history. You ready to go back to 1919?
Let's go.
This is the headline in the newspaper here. I think this was the Republican in 1919. And it reads, it's a very stark headline. It says, Ed Watson is dead. And then the subheadline says, the mystery is cleared up by the Red Cross. So here's the meat of the story. A few days ago, Mr. and Ms. J.E. Watson received a letter from Sergeant V.D. Spark of New York, a personal friend of Ed, who told of a search that he had put on foot to determine certainly whether or not Ed was dead. Later, Mrs. Watson received the following letter from Sergeant Spark. The date on this letter, Sam, is March the 1st of 1919, and the letter reads, Today, through the American Red Cross, I obtained the following information. Ed is buried in grave number 11, American E.F. Cemetery in the commune of Saint-Pie, Department of Marne, France. So that's a friend, all right, that says, I want to clear this up. When he went and did all that, I did a little research here. This Saint-Pie is it's like a commune. Apparently, they have a lot of communes in France. And this one is over in Marne, France, and it's kind of like a small community. The commune of Saint-Pie. What else do you know about that?
Well, Ed Watson was one of two local soldiers who was killed in combat in World War I. He had a lot of others who died of disease, predominantly Spanish flu.
Right.
But Ed was killed in combat, and we know now that he was killed on October the 4th. So there was this question about Ed all the way from October the 4th to March the 1st, and then it took a little over a month for the letter to get to his mother. But Ed's body was moved home. He is buried in Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. You go in the main gates of the cemetery and follow that main road all the way until it ends at the top of the hill. Park in that area and look in that section that you're facing, and he has a large, impressive stone there, and Ed also has a stained glass window in the First United Methodist Church in his memory.
Wow. He gave the supreme sacrifice, buried in a numbered grave in France, but now he's home, and it sounds to me like that he was given a proper burial with proper recognition for his sacrifice, eventually, Sam.
Eventually he was.
1929, this day, the headline reads, Flippin'. But I'm going to read it because there's a lot more to the headline. It says here that the rain fell in torrents last week and the dirt roads were impassable. The rivers and the creeks were from hill to hill, and the mails didn't reach here for 3 days. Now, is not this a deplorable condition to be in? And Monroe County at 109 years old, and Barron a little older, and 9/10 of the population of the two counties still in dirt road sections shut off from the market every winter after each rain? How can this condition of affairs be helped? It will take a speedy bond issue to build secondary roads and bridges. So a little news story mixed with a little editorial in there, Sam, which is certainly, that's allowable. But whoever the writer is in this paper says, hey, with 9/10 of the population of these two counties still is on a dirt road section, shut off from the market every winter because of the rain. That is, I guess it could be, if I was, in 1929, that might have been a little embarrassing for the lack of progress from the way some of the other areas had progressed. So maybe that fired up some people to get on with it and build some roads there. But because of the deplorable condition in Flippin', it got everybody pumped up.
Well, it's also a reminder to all of us today to be grateful for the excellent work of our local officials, predominantly our local county fiscal courts, who keep our roads in good shape now.
Right.
And we're very mobile people today, and we don't like it when we can't go somewhere.
Certainly.
And we're reluctant to give enough credit to them for the excellent work they do on our road situation.
Well, and, once upon a time there was kind of tongue-in-cheek that all the fiscal court did was deal with roads. And, sometimes saying, sure, there's more stuff to worry about than the roads. But actually, without the roads, you got a lot bigger problems. So I now know that was a blessing to have all this road work being worked out through fiscal courts. Sam? Let's go to 1939. And the headline reads, the Metcalf spelling champion is going to KEA. Elizabeth Clemens is going to go to Louisville on April the 13th to participate in the state spelling bee, having won the county spelling bee held on January the 7th. Now, she is the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Charles Clemens and a pupil of the Mann School, which is taught by Mr. Fred Smith. The Board of Education will pay her expenses to Louisville as a reward for winning the county spelling bee. Sounds like that was quite a big deal, Sam, in 1939.
It certainly does, and I bet Elizabeth did well.
Well, there's no such thing as spell check, so she had to know those words and be able to recall them, and I think that's very impressive. 1930.
Also,
yes.
Interesting to note, Henry, that Fred Smith was not only an outstanding school teacher at one point in his life, he was a popular and well-known implement dealer here in Glasgow, and through his wife, E. Jean, he is the uncle of Diane Sawyer.
Well, so there's a lot of smarts in that family, you think?
Absolutely.
Mr. Smith, his implement dealer that I remember, was always right there on Columbia Avenue, right on the corner of Columbia and whatever that road is there. I'm having trouble thinking of the name of it. But anyway, that was in Mr. Smith there. Taught school and then got into the implement business for sure. A lot of history. All right, we got a wedding to announce right here. Some well-known folks, 1949. Miss Norma Bridges, the daughter of Mr. and Miss R.N. Bridges of Park City, and Mr. Irby Lee Redford, the son of Mr. Irby Redford of Louisville, were married Saturday at the home of Brother A.R. Hill on Leslie Avenue. The ceremony was performed by Brother Hill before members of the immediate family and a few close friends. Miss Jane Gray was the maid of honor. Mr. Porter Reed was the best man. The bride is a graduate of Glasgow High School and attended Bowling Green Business University, where she was a member of the Kappa Beta Phi sorority. And for the past several months, she has been employed as a stenographer in the law offices of Wilson & Wilson. Mr. Redford is also a graduate of Glasgow High School, a veteran of World War II, and is now employed as an announcer at radio station WKAY. After a honeymoon trip to Florida, they will be at home to their friends at 123 East Washington Street. That, of course, the wedding description, the write-up for the wedding of Ms. Norma Redford and her husband, the late Irby Lee Redford. Sounds like a gala affair, Sam, in 1949.
It does, and you know, in that case, that's just the beginning of the story instead of the rest of the story.
That's right.
Norma Redford is a great community member and has contributed so much through not only her profession that she continued, but also in our civic clubs, BNPW Club to be exact, where she was one of the founding members of Glasgow BNPW Club.
Still giving. And I've heard a couple of tapes of the voice of Mr. Irby Lee Redford, and he was very good on the radio. Very well spoken, and very clearly spoken, and just a lot of our history right there. The beginning, as you said, Sam, in 1949. 1959, this is one of those election stories here that we always keep up with it. It was reported this day in 1959 that a total of 751 new voters were registered by County Clerk Ethel F. Fant before closing the books last Friday. Of these, 636 were Democrats, 113 Republicans, and 2 independents. Let me read that again. 636 of these new voters were Democrats, 113 Republicans, and 2 independents. 296 voters recorded changes in the precincts. Democrats gained in the change of party affiliation 2 from independent and 11 from Republican. That's some very specific numbers right there.
It is indeed. And, you know, one of the interesting things to do is look at party registrations today and see all of the variety of political parties that we have local residents registered under. There are probably 12, 15 different groups that people affiliate with, and it's kind of interesting to see those demographics.
Yeah, I guess they believed in part of the party platform, but they branched off a little bit to be more specific, I guess. Brendan just handed me a note here, and I thought of this right after I didn't say it. Marla Netherton called up here, Sam, during the archives to tell us that she lived on Grand Avenue, right next door to Mr. and Miss Fred Smith. Says they were really good people. I think we would agree on that. So the corner of Columbia Avenue and Grand Avenue where Fred Smith farm, Massey Ferguson, I believe it was, wasn't it? Farm implement dealer. So. Yeah. So thanks to Marla for calling in and getting us to right on that street name there, Grand Avenue, for Mr. Fred Smith and his wife. Thank you, Marla. Let's move forward here to 1969. Here's the new garden club officers that were announced. These are some excellent garden club members. Mrs. Fred Ganter, the president in 1969 of the garden club. Mrs. Earl Worsham, the vice president. Mrs. Gilbert Wells, the treasurer. And Mrs. Rex Hayes, the secretary. Now, what about that? Some big names in the history of the local garden club, Sam.
I would agree. Those four ladies could get a lot of things accomplished.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's why about this time of the year is a great time of the year to be around here, because we got lots of stuff blooming. It goes back to the early days of the garden club. We got some winners here in 1979. This is in the Glasgow Daily Times, the FBLA winners at Barron County High School. Listen to these names from 1979: Pam Lawrence, Gary Norman, Vicki Ellison, and Glenna Bacon. Some names that have gone on to do well in everything they got into there, but going back to the Future Business Leaders Association of 1979 at Barron County High School. And certainly that has come true as being, back then it was the future, now it's the present, Sam.
Exactly.
1989, this was a day, and I'm not sure which Jeff Hall this was, but there was a picture in the Glasgow Daily Times in 1989, this day, where Jeff Hall rubs off the first lottery ticket in Glasgow. It was bought at Minute Mart. You know, the lottery was getting cranked up right here just a little bit in 1989, and had to have that picture of this fella scratching off the ticket. Don't know if it was a winner or not, but I think there would have been more to the story if it actually were. 1999, this was published in the Glasgow Daily Times, some big wedding anniversaries. 1999, the anniversary celebrated number 50 for Mr. and Miss Stanley Wilkinson. You know, we had their marriage story on back last week, I guess it was. Also, it was the 60th wedding anniversary this day in 1999 for Mr. and Miss Franklin Durham and of Mr. and Miss James J. Jolly. And it was the 40th anniversary this day in 1999 for Mr. and Ms. J. B. Emberton. So, you know, it's excellent to recognize the longevity of a lot of our citizens there, and I think that's kind of neat that they put that in there and remind the folks of some excellent couples in our community. And I don't remember, 10 years ago, this story in the Barron County Progress, there were some renovations that were beginning on the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library's new facility continues at the location on South Green Street. So they were moving into the library, but they were doing some renovations down there to make it even more spectacular, which I think it's an excellent facility. Gets a whole lot of use, and I remember that they were working on it, but I can't remember what all they added here in 2009. But, you know, it's all, if you sum it up, it's a wonderful facility, indeed, at our library.
It is, and the renovation was transforming that building from a bank into a public library, and involved, I believe, removing the drive-through window and some things like that to make it more appropriate for the library.
More library-like, I guess. All right, Sam. Anything else you want to add this morning?
I don't know of anything, but a lot of fun things today.
Well, it is interesting. We bring back some names. We get a lot of memories. I learned exactly the name of Grand Avenue, and just appreciate all the folks willing to interact with us here, because that's kind of what this is about. Sam, have a good day, sir. Tomorrow we'll see where we're going, okay?
We'll do it. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. Historian Sam Terry on the air with us to provide color commentary on the archives. We thank our archivists, we thank the Cultural Center, and we thank our sponsor, Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care Monday through Friday with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Check out the great deals at Gilly Hyde Auto Group in Glasgow.
Stretch your hard-earned tax refund further during Gilly Hyde's Tax Time Sale-a-thon. Save big on over 450 pre-owned vehicles, starting at $2,500 up to like new 2018 models. Plus, we have over 100 vehicles priced below $9,900. We work with over 20 lenders to get you the vehicle you need and deserve, no matter your credit situation.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
Glasgow Prescription Center.
Treat our customers great, as they deserve the best. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some with a few clouds this afternoon, 69. Then some clouds in early tonight, clearing overnight, 46. Tomorrow in the upper 60s again, but showers should start approaching in the afternoon. And then rain is likely tomorrow night, quarter-inch of rain or more. Tapering off the showers, which should end by midday Friday. Friday's highs low 70s. Cloudy Saturday and maybe some thunderstorms on Sunday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
It's a nippy 37, but at least we're going in the right direction this morning. 37 degrees at WCLU, and the weather is brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99, and a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuosil non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365. On Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
What type of sermons have you been preaching lately? One man once said, "It's of no use to walk anywhere to preach unless we preach everywhere as we walk." He also said, "Preach the gospel at all times, and when necessary, use words." Statements like these are similar to the words of our Lord Jesus. Matthew 5:16, "Let your light shine before others so that they can see your good works and give glory to your Father who's in heaven." You see, our lives should be an open testimony to the fact that we know, love, and obey the living God. When other people observe the way we talk and how we conduct ourselves, it should be obvious that we know Jesus. So again, I ask you, what type of sermons have you been preaching lately? This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
7 o'clock at WCLU as we get out of the bed and make sure that we have our feet pointing in the correct direction. We're getting ready to come back and play trivia here on WCLU. So put that thinking cap on and make sure of it. And don't forget, well, I told you, we are patting Randy Williams on the back today because it's his birthday. So let's let him know he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
NMLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Basketball and friends. It's that time of the year, and it doesn't get any better. You can make each game of the NCAA tournament the perfect throwdown with supplies from Barren River Beverages. It's better than being courtside. Barren River Beverages has kegs, taps, and all types of party supplies. We're also cheering our 2nd anniversary here at Barren River Beverages with store-wide savings to celebrate. We love having you on our team at Barren River Beverages, seconds from the Cumberland Parkway on Highway 90 West Main in Glasgow. Still celebrating our trophy as the 2018 Best Liquor Store in Glasgow.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
All right, 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. You got that thinking cap looking good, so let's just play trivia. And actually, let me tell you about what's so special right now at Little Caesars Pizza. They got a cool deal out there.
Wrap me in bacon, wrap him in bacon, and pour bacon crumbles on my head. Pour bacon crumbles on his head.
Now that I think of it, I'll just go to Little Caesars.
So go to Little Caesars.
Get a bacon wrap deep dish pizza instead.
Get a bacon wrap deep dish pizza instead.
Get Little Caesars large, hot and ready bacon wrap deep dish pepperoni and bacon pizza wrapped in over 3.5 feet of bacon for just $12 at participating locations plus tax.
Pizza.
651-914-956-1023. Answer this question. You've got a free large pepperoni or large sausage pizza coming at you from Little Caesars. That'll be a great way to plan for lunch or dinner just by jumping in here. Here's the question on your car's side view mirror. It always says objects appear to be further away than they are. Why is that? You got that little warning on your car mirror there. It says objects appear to be further away than they are. Why is that? Hello, trivia.
Because they really are closer.
Well, I mean, they are. Yes, they are. But why is that? I need something more specific, okay?
Okay.
Trivia.
So you won't cut in too soon.
No, that's not right. Why is it that objects appear to be further away than they are when you're looking into your car's side view mirror? Trivia.
Because the mirror surface is curved.
Okay, I got to have a little bit more technical term on that.
Convex.
That's right. Okay, I gave you the chance right there. You did it. Who is this speaking?
This is Ray Green.
How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing great, Henry.
So I needed to get that. See, the word I was looking for, anybody could have said anything. You could have counted to 20 and said the word convex somewhere in there, and I'd have given it to you. Because that's what I was looking for, Ray, was convex.
Well, I knew it was convex.
Yeah.
It just makes everything look closer than it is.
Yeah, and so, but here's the deal. Why is it that, well, this is, I'm reading from a auto manufacturer's website here.
Convex, so it'll give you a wider view that,
yeah.
If convex, you can see further on each side.
That was what I was looking for. Convex gives you a wider view. I guess what they're trying to say is, hey, don't use this mirror to judge distance. Use this mirror to judge what you're about to hit.
Yes.
Which is helpful in every situation there, Ray. But I do, when I read it, I have to think about it. I guess, okay, so it's further away, it's closer than it seems, so, you know, I'm closer than I thought it was. However, I'm spoiled by those backup cams.
Oh, I am too. I've got my back got so stiff I can't turn around. There's
Yeah.
a lifesaver.
Well, I got a truck with no backup cam, and it's hard to drive now. I just got to keep going forward there, Ray.
I just said.
Have a good day, sir, and we thank you for tuning in, and we got a pizza waiting for you, okay?
Thank you, Henry. Always enjoy the morning show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here with us, Ray. Ray Green on the radio. Convex is the word I was looking for. That's why objects appear to be further away than what they are, because the mirror is convex. It's curved so that we can see more of what's back there instead of using it to judge how far it is. So we got pizza taken care of. We got Ray Green taken care of. And up next, it's the news. And up next, the great Aaron Russell is going to come in here and operate from the ship's starboard side. And we'll have him taking over and have a good rest of the day.
CBS News Update. A security breach at the president's estate in Florida. CBS's Mola Lenghi says a Chinese woman named Jing Zhang managed to get past an initial checkpoint at Mar-a-Lago last weekend.
She allegedly told a Secret Service agent she was there to use the pool. A Mar-a-Lago employee mistakenly thought Zhang was the daughter of a club member who has the same last name. But after she was admitted, Zhang reportedly changed her story, telling a receptionist she was there for a Chinese-American friendship event. The receptionist knew of no such event and alerted security.
Officials say she was carrying 4 cell phones, a laptop, an external hard drive, and a thumb drive infected with malware. CBS News senior national security analyst Fran Townsend.
This instance was sort of a perfect storm where she lied her way past multiple checkpoints.
Staffers say the president was not at Mar-a-Lago at the time. He was at a club nearby playing golf. An initial court hearing for Zhang scheduled for next Monday. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Jared Persley, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
Head into BG Tire before April the 18th and get a deal on a set of Michelin tires. BG Tire is way more than just tires. Even use your tax refund, because right now, buy any set of 4 Michelin passenger or light truck tires and receive a $70 MasterCard reward card after rebate submission. BG Tire, your trusted full-service auto center for alignments, oil changes, and brake service. Across from BG Home Furnishings on Lovers Lane and Bowling Green. Hurry, because offer ends April 18th.
Have you been putting off buying a new vehicle? Well, Bailey Gibson in Glasgow says the wait is over. Just announced, and for a limited time, GM is extending supplier pricing to every customer, plus cash allowance on all 2018 and 2019 Buicks and GMC cars and SUVs in stock. What's the bottom line? Pick out your next Buick, GMC, or SUV from the huge in-stock inventory at Bailey Gibson, and you'll get up to 16% off MSRP on all cars and SUVs in stock. Couldn't get any simpler. Don't miss out. Come to Bailey Gibson Buick GMC, 306 Happy Valley Road, Glasgow.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. A death investigation is underway after a body was found inside a Relton home early Tuesday morning. At approximately 1:50 on Tuesday morning, the Barron County Sheriff's Office was called to a structure fire at 960 Boatman Road in the Relton community after a body was found inside the residence. Firefighters responded to the scene at approximately 12:15 yesterday morning and found the residents to be fully involved upon arrival. The body was transported to the state medical examiner's office in Louisville for an autopsy. The identification of the body is unknown at this time and is pending the autopsy results. No foul play is suspected. The South Barron Fire Department first responded to the fire and was assisted on scene by the Haywood Fire Department, Park City Fire Department, and Barron Metcalf EMS. The investigation into the fire is still ongoing and is being led by detectives with the Barron County Sheriff's Office and the State Fire Marshal. They were assisted on scene by the Barron County Coroner's Office. A man has been arrested following a suspicion at the Days Inn parking lot in Cave City. Cave City police officer Paul Reynolds arrested 48-year-old Lawrence Pickett of Greensburg on Monday afternoon. Officer Reynolds noticed a suspicious vehicle in the Days Inn parking lot. After running the license plate, it was discovered that the license plate came back to a different vehicle. Officer Reynolds made contact with Pickett to question him about the license plate. After brief investigation and consent to search the vehicle was given, Pickett was arrested. Pickett was charged with possession of a controlled substance, first offense, methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Pickett was lodged in the Barron County Jail. Officer Reynolds was assisted on scene by Detective Chris Edwards. Following a grand jury indictment, Logan County Circuit Court issued a criminal summons which was served Tuesday afternoon by KSP troopers to Sierra Bennett, 25, of Lewisburg. The indictment stemmed from an investigation involving a complaint of her falsely claiming to have received a diagnosis of terminal cancer in order to receive monetary gain. Bennett awaits a court appearance for the following charge: theft by deception under $10,000. The case is being led by Trooper Jason Atkinson, Unit 304. His investigation is ongoing. No further information is available for release at this time. The special Barron County EMS Taxing Board will not meet today. The next scheduled meeting will be Wednesday, May 1st, according to Executive Director of the Barron Metcalf EMS Service, Charlie O'Neill. The Kentucky State Police driver testing site will be closed this Friday, April 5th. This applies to written and road testing. The Glasgow Police Department needs your help in locating Ana Perez Godinez. She is a 17-year-old Hispanic female, and Godinez is 5 foot tall and 110 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She was wearing blue jeans, a black leather jacket, and black tennis shoes when she was last seen on March 26th. She was in the Cameron Court area of Glasgow. Godinez may be in the company of Elvin Emanuel, who is operating a 4-door dark blue vehicle. The make and model is unknown. If you have any information, please call the Glasgow Police Department at 270-651-6165 or 270-651-5151. It's 7:12, 37 degrees at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum-Seal non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
In more news this hour, a Kentucky judge has ruled against a student who sued after he wasn't allowed to play basketball because he wasn't vaccinated for chickenpox. In the lawsuit against the Northern Kentucky Health Department, 18-year-old Jerome Kunkel claimed the vaccine is against his religious beliefs. WXIX-TV in Cincinnati reports Boone County Circuit Judge James R. Schrand on Tuesday denied Kunkel's request to return to school activities. A health department statement said it must protect the whole community, particularly those most susceptible. Kunkel's lawyer contended he faced discrimination because of his religious beliefs. Attorney Chris Weiss said Tuesday that Kunkel is disappointed in the ruling and will review his options. An outbreak of 32 chickenpox cases at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart and Assumption Academy prompted the ban. Kunkel has been out of school since March 15th. Clarence Glover of Louisville established the Clarence Glover Equity and Inclusion Scholarship to help underrepresented students at Caverna High School take WKU dual credit classes. Dual credit courses allow high school students to receive credit from both their high school and WKU upon completion of a course. Originally from Horse Cave, Glover graduated from Caverna High School and has remained engaged with the school and its students. He stated that the idea for this scholarship materialized from a meeting with administrators from the Caverna Independent School District. Glover said he asked questions about Caverna students, including, quote, where they were going to school and why they weren't selecting WKU. He was informed that of the students attending college from Caverna, many go to schools smaller than WKU. Glover said he wants a scholarship to let the students of Caverna High School know there's someone out there who cares about their well-being and their education. Seniors at Caverna High the seniors at Caverna High School are also given first preference to receive the Clarence Glover Scholarship, a scholarship established by Friends in the Caverna community in 1971. The Clarence Glover Equity and Inclusion Scholarship were among more than 40 other newly established scholarships announced at Scholarship Celebration 2019, an annual event where endowed scholarship donors have the opportunity to meet the student or students who benefit from their support. The event was held March 28th. For more information, contact Jessica Carver at 270-745-2342. It's 7:16, 37 degrees at WCLU. I'm Brennan Crane.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. President Trump tweeted Monday night that he will grapple with replacing Obamacare after the 2020 election. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that's because he told the president the Senate will not be dealing with comprehensive health care while Democrats control the House.
I made it clear to him we were not going to be doing that in the Senate. He did say, as he later tweeted, he accepted that.
Speaking Tuesday on Capitol Hill, the Kentucky Republican said he does not believe the Affordable Care Act is under immediate danger from the courts. A northern Kentucky teenager who is not vaccinated against chickenpox will not be allowed to return to school. A Boone County judge denied Jerome Kunkel's request to go back to Assumption Academy yesterday, ruling that health officials are required by law to enforce a ban on unvaccinated students during illness outbreaks. Kunkel's parents objected to the chickenpox vaccine on religious grounds. A Lincoln County mother says her son should be punished if he committed the 3 arsons he is accused of, including one involving his mom's outbuilding.
Gerald Birchfield is accused of setting fires to 3 structures over a span of 18 months. Birchfield's mother, Geraldine, was one of the fire victims. Gerald allegedly set fire to her outbuilding in Stanford last year because he was angry with her. She tells WKYT,
if he done it, he deserves to pay for what he did.
Fire crews responded to 2 other fires in the area over the next year. One was because Birchfield was angry with the tenants who moved out but still owed him money. He's also accused of setting fire to a building where he and a woman were smoking meth before setting fire to it afterward. I'm Suzanne Duval.
And an Amber Alert is still in place for a missing 16-year-old girl from western Kentucky. Lauren Sizemore was last seen around midnight Saturday at her home in Dawson Springs. Authorities believe she's with her grand stepfather, 56-year-old Glenn Harper. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
If you're itching to shake off the winter blues, jump headfirst into spring at Kentucky's diverse state parks. Enjoy full-service resort lodges, cozy cottages, and scenic campsites for your whole crew, or just for 2, plus top-rated golf courses and breathtaking lakes, perfect for exhilarating adventures or peaceful escapes. Put a little spring back in your step in the Bluegrass State. Plan your Kentucky State Parks getaway today at parks.ky.gov.
Don't fall for a threatening call that appears to be law enforcement. It's a scam. Better Business Bureau's president and CEO, Rihanna Smith Hamblin, has more.
Scam artists are calling local consumers using scare tactics to convince them that they have been linked to drug trafficking. The scammers threaten to freeze personal assets if personal information is not provided. Never give someone you don't know your personal information. Just hang up the phone. For more tips, go to bbb.org.
Hello, everyone. This is Aaron Russell here on WCLU. Good morning live, 7:19 right now, 37 degrees in downtown Glasgow. As we look out on the WCLU roof cam, if I can find the button, there it is. All right, looking at beautiful out there, South Central Kentucky. We are about to take a short break here from our weather sponsor, which is TJ Sampson Regional Health. And, of course, we'll check up on your weather forecast and see what we need to know weather-wise here in South Central Kentucky. Let's go ahead and hear it.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
Nursing is one of the most rewarding careers because nurses save lives every day. TJ Regional Health is looking for nurses who like to make a difference each and every day. Come and be a part of the future at TJ Regional Health by joining our amazing nursing staff today. We offer sign-on bonuses, student debt relief, flexible schedules, and a great retirement plan. For more information, call the Human Resources Department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital or go online tjsampson.org.
Sun with a few clouds this afternoon, 69. Then some clouds in early tonight, clearing overnight, 46. Tomorrow in the upper 60s again, but showers should start approaching in the afternoon. And then rain is likely tomorrow night, quarter-inch of rain or more. Tapering off the showers, which should end by midday Friday. Friday's highs low 70s. Cloudy Saturday and maybe some thunderstorms on Sunday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Taking a look at our current conditions right here on WCLU. Barometers at 30.22 this morning. Winds are coming out of the southeast at around 3 miles an hour. Not much to worry about there. 84% humidity and no precipitation in the past 24 hours here in South Central Kentucky. In our rain bucket over here at WCLU. 7:21 right now, still 37 degrees in downtown Glasgow. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We are on the airwaves this morning, 1490 AM, 103.1 FM, as well as on Light 102.3. And, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, playwclu.com, and on EPB Channel 6. Wherever you're coming at us this morning, we are very thankful that you're with us here on this Wednesday, 3rd day of April. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll check up on some words from our sponsors, as well as a very important message from Danny White. And then we will see about your Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list coming up next here on WCLU. Good Morning Live.
Good morning, friends. This is an exciting time of the year. District, regional, state tournaments, NCAA championships. We talk about basketball a lot, especially when March Madness rolls around. We talk up our favorite team, and we can usually find some fault with the ones we don't like as well. How can we so easily talk about, defend, run down, and generally get excited about all of this? I have an idea it's because we are passionately interested in basketball. We study it, watch it, read about it. Therefore, to discuss it at length just sort of comes naturally. I'm convinced that we need to be even more passionate about our Lord. Are we talking about what Jesus has done for us? Perhaps the reason we don't or can't is that we have not read, studied, discussed, given the thought to, nor do we have the passion about Jesus that we have for basketball. I hope I'm wrong. I'm afraid I'm not. Let's show a little passion, or are we ashamed? Do you really know Jesus? This has been Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ at 88 Kentucky. Come and worship with us. We'll look for you.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and will be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lining up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Getting our Ralphie on here on this Wednesday morning by checking up on the birthday list. Let's see who all is celebrating. First up, we have Roy Sponhouse celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Roy. Brenda Foster's up next celebrating a birthday. We have Katie Morrison on our birthday list for this Wednesday. Randy Williams, Sarah Hampton. Tyler Morris is turning 30 today. Sheila Houchins is up next on our birthday list. Melody Morrison is also celebrating today. And last but certainly not least is Kelly Crane. Over on the anniversary list so far, only one right now, and that is Dean and Marilyn Barrick celebrating their 54th anniversary. Happy anniversary to them. Happy birthday to all of those celebrating on our birthday and anniversary list for this Wednesday. We also like to remind everyone that today is Randy Williams Day. Randy celebrating a birthday and is good as gold. If you see Randy around town, pat him on the back and tell him so from his friends here at WCLU, as well as a little taste of Texas. Also, you can submit birthdays online. Go online to WCLUradio.com, click on the Submit Here tab, and you can submit a birthday or anniversary, and we'd sure get them on the list for this Wednesday. And we'll also be giving away a winner of a Dairy Queen cake and a Greer's Rosebud vase later this morning. Stay tuned for that. 7:26 right now. Let's go ahead, take a quick break. We'll come back, update what we need to update, and get on through the rest of our morning. 7:26, 37 degrees. You're listening to Good Morning Live here on WCLU.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
A sure sign of spring is when Lessenberry Do It Center gets fully stocked with springtime savings, and they are stocked and ready to meet your needs today. You can win the battle against insects with this special limited time deal from Lessenberry's. Get a 1.1 gallon bottle of Ortho Home Defense Insect Killer, complete with a wand, for $14.99, and combine that with Home Defense Insect Killer for lawns for only $5. The 1-2 punch of savings from Ortho. A 1 cubic foot bag of Miracle Grow potting mix is just $7.97 now. A bargain on the weed and feed lawn fertilizer with weed killer. A bag to cover 5,000 square feet is $10.99, or the bigger size to cover 15,000 square feet is $24.99. And the special of the month has thousands of uses. DAP brand caulk. Get 2 tubes of Alex Plus or Alex Flex caulk for $3 this month at Lessenberry Do It Center. Many more savings just in time to help you at Lessenberry's, 1010 West Main, Glasgow.
Do you hear a squeak? Do you hear a clunk? Is your vehicle making noises it shouldn't be making? If so, stop by Quality Auto Repairs at 300 Reynolds Road and let one of our quality professionals give you some quality advice. Quality Auto proudly installs Jasper engines, transmissions, transfer cases, and differentials with a 3-year, 100,000-mile parts and labor warranty. Large, small, or tires, Quality has it all. Call us for your automobile or trailer tire needs, or stop by Quality Auto Repairs, 300 Reynolds Road, for some quality service and quality advice.
Right back here on WCLU, Good Morning Live, 7:28 right now. We have a addition to our birthday list. We've got a nice call that's letting us know that Wanda Edwards celebrated a birthday here on this Wednesday. We also forgot to mention something, and that is the fact that our birthday and anniversary list is brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center, having all kinds of fun here on spring break of 2019. It is Wednesday of spring break already halfway gone. Wow. Either way, so right now at Ralphie's, because they have a great deal every single day of spring break, for their Wednesday deal, purchase a multi-activity wristband, and you can add a large one-topping pizza and a pitcher of soft drink for only $10. What a deal right there at Ralphie's Fun Center. Head on out there, purchase a multi-activity wristband, and only for $10 more you can add a large one-topping pizza and pitcher of soft drink. So get your snacking and drinking ways out of the favor needed, so you can have tons of fun, because you'll definitely need to stay hydrated and definitely stay full when you're having all that fun out at Ralphie's Fun Center. 7:29 right now. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be just about ready for Tidbit News coming just around the corner here on WCLU. Good Morning Live.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry, I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
I'm home.
Back already? I thought you were going for a long spring walk.
Yeah, I thought so too. But I'm so out of shape from being cooped up all winter.
Well, I have the perfect way to up your fitness game. I'm buying an iPhone from Bluegrass Cellular.
Exactly how does you getting an iPhone help me?
Simple. If I buy my iPhone from Bluegrass Cellular, you get half off any Apple Watch. It's the perfect workout companion.
My friends are always talking about closing their rings. I could get in on the fun.
Yeah, you can set goals and monitor your progress throughout the day.
That's exactly what I need. Let's go. Should we walk to our local Bluegrass Cellular store?
Let's not go crazy, dear. I'll grab my car keys.
Restrictions apply. Visit Bluegrass Cellular online or drop by your nearest location. Bluegrass Cellular, your community. Expanded.
7:31 right here on WCLU. Good morning live. We are once again on the airwaves of Light 102.3 FM, 1490 AM, 103.1 FM as well. Also on playwclu.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, at WCLU Radio is where you can find us all on there, as well as our gracious TV audience on EPB Channel 6. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are coming from this morning. We are sure happy to have you. Brendan Crane joins me right now because it is time.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Taking a look across the globe, up the street, and just about anywhere we can find tidbit news here on this Wednesday morning. Brendan Crane, how you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing well,
All right. Brendan, thank you for joining me today. You've joined me on the afternoon show quite a bit here in the afternoons. It seems like we do our own version of tidbit news, and so let's see what the morning crew thinks about us.
That's right. Well, I was going to say, thank you for joining me, rather.
That's true. Yeah, you're the regular around here.
That's right. You're usually not here in the morning.
I usually don't get up before 10, so I don't know. I'm kidding, but all right. So I've got several different pieces of tidbit news today. First off, we are going to take a short trip over to the Missouri River.
All right.
And we'll go ahead and throw up this right here and take a look at this video. You see that right there, that floating on that chunk of ice right there in the Missouri River? For that radio audience, it is a video of pieces of floating ice along the Missouri River because someone was filming flood damage and all the stuff that washed into the river because of the flood damage. And on one of the pieces of ice is a moose. It's just sitting there. It's just riding the waves across the Missouri River. Right here this morning.
And there's nothing wrong with riding across the Missouri on a piece of ice.
I just hope he's okay. The story says a man filming flood damage in North Dakota came across an unusual scene. A moose taking a ride on a floating chunk of ice. Brett Berry said that he was filming from a helicopter in the Cartwright area when he spotted the moose perched on an ice floe in the Missouri River. A moose catching a free ride down the Missouri, Berry wrote. Officials said that the recent flooding caused mile-long ice jams in the river. So hope the best for our traveling moose here this morning here on Tidbit News. Next up we have stove burglary suspect busted when stove falls off the truck. This is a case of unprepared criminals, not really dumb criminals. Maybe they're dumb because they're unprepared, but should have
brought some straps.
Yeah,
they didn't
bring any ratchet straps. Their father would be very upset about that.
That's right.
No, mine would.
Yes,
Police
absolutely.
in Pennsylvania said that they were able to identify and arrest a burglary suspect when a stolen stove fell from the back of his pickup truck. North Huntington police said officers responded to the Tuscan Hills housing plan on a report of a suspicious pickup truck that matched the description of a truck believed to be connected to thefts in the area. A local resident was able to capture the truck's license plate on camera. Police said officers were on their way to the scene, received a report of a stove falling from the back of a pickup truck on Route 30. Investigators said the suspect, Gary Cawley, 40, attempted to get the stove back into the truck bed but was unsuccessful and just ended up fleeing the scene. I guess he cut his losses where he's like, I'm not getting this stove today.
That's right, and I will say this. So, as the news person, this could very well be something I would have read on the newscast. So you see the difference here in the tidbit version and the real version.
Yeah.
This is quite funny, but I just want you to know that it's very
this easily
difficult.
Could happen. Yes.
It's very difficult sometimes to hold your composure.
I will say, it's got to be like a good distance away before it becomes funny, I think.
Yes.
I think that's part of the problem.
That's right.
All right, next up we're going to take another video real quick.
What was that headline there?
Oh, the headline? Oh, you ready for this headline?
Yeah. You'll have to return back to the for our viewers.
There we go. All right. The headline, Goat Kicked Off School Bus in Utah. Let's check this one out. Oh, let's see here. Where is my button? There it is. Taking a look for our radio audience, it is a school bus. You see a line of children entering a school bus, just like always, and then the teacher comes out carrying a goat. Just throws
Probably
that
not
goat
the first time.
Look at that, just that blank image of this teacher just got a goat.
That's probably not the first time she's taken a goat off a bus.
It seems like that's the first, that's normal. It's almost routine. Let's see what the story reads here.
Sure.
We see... Actually, there is no story. It's just a video.
Oh, well, I was curious where this happened because,
Utah.
Oh, in Utah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess, I really don't know much about the Utah
Me neither.
terrain.
I don't know if anyone does, but.
If it's a goat-ridden terrain or not, I don't know, but that's quite interesting, to say the least.
I love that image right there of just... Imagine your teacher. Imagine just one of your elementary school teachers, like your first grade teacher, just having to pick up a goat and throw it off the bus.
Well, we shared the same grade teacher.
Yes.
And, I don't want to say any names, but it'd be hilarious to see, and I'm sure she would have a good laugh at that if she thought about herself taking a goat off the school bus.
Let's see if I can reload this last story for us, and we will definitely get to it because it is a funny one. I saw this on Twitter first before I found the web version here on Sky News. Our other stories come from UPI this morning. Always keeping us very well entertained on the offbeat news here for Tidbit News. And it's having a struggle to reload here. But the headline, Spaceburger lands at Colchester United training grounds. Now here's the story. I'll try to put it in my own words here.
All right.
So Colchester United is a professional soccer team over in England. I think it's England. I apologize if it's not. And a groundsman at Colchester United training ground had an out-of-this-world experience when he discovered a burger, a Big Mac, had landed on the pitch on the grounds. What had happened was a famous YouTuber over in Great Britain that films just wacky videos like that had done one where he had sent a burger into space. You know, those little, I don't know if it was a drone or what type of flying balloon thing that he had rigged up.
Right.
To take a McDonald's Big Mac into space. And when it landed about 50 miles away from him.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Over at Colchester United's training grounds. And they somehow got a hold of him, or he got a hold of them. And he got his burger back.
I was going to say...
He got his frozen burger back, said that it was very cold, very hard, and
looked quite disgusting.
Well, I would want. Okay, good. You got it pulled up, and I'll say
there we go.
I finally got it pulled up too. So.
Great. He said, I sent its burger into space using a weather balloon. It had gone about 24 miles up, and the weather balloon popped. It came back down, traveled over 100 miles, and landed right here. I was off by about 40 there. The media manager at Colchester United Football Club, Matt Hudson, said, when we discovered the burger at the training grounds on Wednesday, we weren't quite sure what to think, but we were delighted to reunite Tom with his meal and the rest of the equipment. This is the grossest part of the story right here. He took a bite, and that's awful. Oh, who would do that?
Especially since it's traveled through. I mean, we went into outer space, traveled through all the stratosphere and all those, all the spheres. I guess. Yeah.
Mr. Stanaland claimed that he would eat the burger once it had safely returned to terra firma, wherever that may be. He was able to determine its location, and thanks to a tracker that he installed in the box. So that's how he figured out where it was, is that he put a tracker in the box with it. After contacting the club to confirm its whereabouts, Mr. Stanaland traveled down from his home in Sheffield to retrieve it. However, the effects of the journey into space had taken its toll on the meal, and he said, that's not nice.
So, sounds like this guy ought to make a career out of sending food into space and telling people how it tastes.
Yeah, just seeing. I figure it all tastes terrible. I don't think there's one thing you're going to send up and you come back down. It's that was pretty good. I don't.
I've never been to space, so I don't know.
That's true, but I don't know. I just don't see that working out for you too well. Right. I figured, you definitely get cold. It doesn't warm up anytime when you get out there. So,
very cold.
So we've got goats can't ride on the bus, which is not very nice. We have
burgers
got
falling
space
from the
sky. Burgers falling from the sky. That's the head. That should have been the headline right there. Football team scared to death because of the
in this cloudy with a chance of Big Mac. How would that sound? That would be good.
Perfect. What else do we have? Oh yes, we have floating moose on the loose.
That poor moose. I bet it was scared to death.
I bet it was.
I don't. Is mooses? I guess.
Moose. It's
the plural. I'm not sure. My point in saying that is that I don't know that they swim in respect to their everyday life. Like you typically don't see a moose traveling through water.
That's true.
So when it's on ice and water surrounds it, I would say it was pretty scary.
Yeah. So hopefully that moose made it okay to the other side of the.
I sure hope so.
So we have floating moose, no goats on the bus today, and space burger. That rounds up Tidbit News for this Wednesday. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Brennan Crane, here on Good Morning Live. 7:41 right now. Let's take a break. We'll come back and get closer to the end of this 7 o'clock hour. Might be able to get some jams on the airwaves. See what kind of tracks you want to get your Wednesday morning started with here on WCLU.
The secret to your garden's success is waiting for you now at Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States has in stock healthy garden plants ready for you to get a good start on the growing season. Southern States covers your lawn care and farming needs year-round. They are ready with seed, fertilizer, chemicals for farm and home use. If you're ready to get started, Southern States is ready to get you going. That's Sampson Street in Glasgow. Southern States, farmer-owned since 1923.
7:42 right here on WCLU, like 102.3 FM, 1490 AM, 103.1 FM, and just about everywhere you can find us. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, here on this Wednesday. We like to open things up here as we get ready to close out our 7 o'clock hour. We'd like to, of course, get some jams on the airwaves this morning. So, and of course, as your afternoon guy, most days, I'd like to open it up the Light FM or just the WCLU request hotline. A little early this morning. Call us up right now, 270-651-9149 or 1-800-956-1023. Let us know what tune we can get on the airwaves to help make your Wednesday morning drive just a little bit better here on WCLU. We'll take a quick break, hopefully come back with some requests this morning.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our